Hello viewers and welcome to a bit more action on the crew, some offcuts and scenes that we haven't shown before from our visit, which I wanted to get in front of you guys. Just a bit more exploration on the day. From the preparation to a closer look at some of the cars on the wall, I was looking for any details that we hadn't seen before that we could reveal to you guys. And some of you have been very perceptive as well with the gold number plate. Well done. And of course the big crew banners, which we're going to come back to that later in the video. So you can see again everyone preparing. And of course another look at that car before we see Julian Garrity, who we spoke to at the Gamescom last year. He's since grown a beard. There's something about him, just can't quite put my finger on it. Of course he was showing off the different cars and the modding ability, all the different styles of variant that are available there: street spec, dirt spec, perf spec, raid spec and circuit spec. So you have all these different types of spec cars, and that's from one car, and so you have these massive customizable options available to you, as well as all these areas here. These are the 11 areas on the car you can upgrade. So if you, I froze it on that screen for a second, we can see that. So looking there, you see the Mustang. That's one car that you're looking at with its different variants. And so the question to the audience really is, would you rather more cars and less customizable options, or would you rather more customizable options, like in terms of radical customization like that, and less cars in the game? That's the question. I think at the moment certainly they're trying to hit both angles, but it's been a huge amount of work putting the customizable options together. Of course there you see the map looking far more detailed of the US, bigger than Far Cry, Need for Speed Rivals, Skyrim, Red Dead Redemption, Forza Horizon and more, all put together. So you can see just in terms of scale, this isn't to scale here, these are just the maps overlaid on top, but these probably cover about half of the map, so it gives you an idea of the enormity of the area you have to drive around. It's absolutely huge, and so there's going to be lots to explore in terms of off-road. I'm really looking forward to the off-road elements. I did find the dirt cars lots of fun, and we weren't able to record too much of this. We had limited clips of the presentation before getting onto the gaming. It was more of a quick opening gambit, because what we really want to see is some gameplay. You can see everybody here exploring different areas, upgrading their cars and their experience points for any given parts on the cars. Important to do that. I wasn't, mind you. I spent the day filming and ended up with probably the least powerful car there. But time for some gameplay. And an aspect I liked was the Black Hills race I saw in the at E3 last year. I just wanted to have a go on it myself. I like the off-road element, as I was just saying, and this is probably where you'll find me driving the most, is just going off-road and driving through some trees and just exploring and finding stuff. That was always a good fun element of test drive for me, and just going where I want. That's what's great about open world in terms of, or in relation to say open road, where you are stuck to the road. In this you can say, no, I'm going to go off-road and just drive through these fields. Nice detail, the grass and the trees and the foliage. Bit tricky though, I tell you, it's easy to lose it with these buggies. Yeah, so enjoying this run. I had no idea where I was going at this point, I have to admit. Just following the markers that are ahead of me. Can I go through that fence? No, I can't. No. Cut across the water here. And of course nice water effects as well. And of course it depends also on different cars that you're driving as to obviously the feeling of speed and how fast you are. For me it was just fine. Gave me what I needed to do the job. I check out the different points of view. You can see the cockpit cam for this particular vehicle. It's quite restrictive on a single screen, but on a large triple PC screen, I hope they include a field of view control in there. Something that's not normally included in console games, but certainly for the PC version with triple screens, it's very handy when you have that. That's the end of that challenge. And then I thought I'd show an extension of just the map. I'm on a certain racetrack there that some people might know, or they might not. Depends if they know what racetrack is in that part of the world. But, so there are racetracks featured in the game where you'd expect to find them. Possibly. That one was there anyway. And so now I was just looking for an area to drive around. I was saying, what looks nice? All these different areas and different landscapes. And I think when you first get the game, this is what a lot of people are going to be doing, is plotting out routes. You know, when you're racing online, you're going to be wanting to learn certain areas that you're really good at. Learning the landscape and where your vehicle can have an advantage, whether it's a road, tarmac, or a dirt off-road. And now this was just an extension of my going for a drive and just enjoying the feel of the driving and exploring the countryside. You can see there, it's just nice to carry on these long roads, and you can be doing this for several hours. So this isn't just a small map. Of course, we've already seen it's a huge map. Lots of customization options in the cars. You can be driving for hours, and we haven't even shown you the different modes that are in the game. We're going to look at that on a future video. There's still a lot to explore. And we don't have direct audio yet on this, but whenever we do have direct audio, we'll always try to share that with you guys. And so that's it for my drive in the Ford Focus. And we'll go now and we enjoy the sunset, and we'll see some pigeons get run over. Lovely. So there we are, cockpit cams. People are asking me for cockpit cams. There is some cockpit cam footage montage for you guys to look at. Cockpit cams are nice, functional enough. This is an early cockpit cam which was shown last year. We have some of this on an earlier video. I think all of this has been featured on previous videos. So if you want to go through the crew playlist we have on the channel, you'll see we've got loads of gameplay, mainly set in Miami and New York. But this is one of the modes where you have to bash into the other truck. Lots of fun. I look forward to the online modes. There's loads of potential for the online modes if the developers can get it right, get it all together. Obviously right now it's a huge game, lots of assets to bring together. Frame rates being discussed by people. You know, obviously console is 30 frames. I would like the PC to have the option of going up to 60. I don't know if that's ever going to be an option, but certainly I think PC owners would be good for PC owners that can afford the hardware or have the hardware, especially as time moves on. New cards coming out. Driving along the beach. You can run people over at the moment, but you won't be able to in the final game. And of course here we are in the Nissan Skyline R34. I'm going to leave you with this now, bit of action, and there'll be more from me very soon.